Okay, how's that? There we go. I don't know what. The cat probably stepped on something and I didn't realize it. Sorry. Sorry about that. Yeah, well, I saw you type it. My brain went music? Mute? I don't know why. Um, so welcome in, everybody, even though I've been talking to myself for the last, 10 minutes. But that is streaming and me in general. Um, I started early today because Fantasy doesn't have after school stuff on Thursday anymore. So it'll be just this week and next week that I'll have to do it a little early, the hour early, so I can make sure I'm, in the pickup line to get her, or else you gotta wait forever in the pickup line after school, like even longer than if you just left early and got in the line, earlier in the afternoon. It's a mess. Um, I I was sure Carrot would still be on when I got home from shopping. So I had to go shopping today instead of yesterday because Crazy took my car because the place that works on my car is close to him, and so that way he would just drive it there, and a friend from work would, you know, bring him back to work, kind of a deal. Except that the mechanic called and said, that like the place we take it called and said, "Oh, never mind. The mechanic called in sick." Which, I mean, stuff happens. People get sick, but that meant like yesterday was kind of a wash because I would have went grocery shopping had he not taken my car. So I had to do like a fast grocery shop this morning. Okay, fine. Don't come apart. Um, to be back in time for streaming. Yeah, the pickup lines are just horrendous. You either have to get in line like 40 minutes early or spend like an hour afterwards waiting in line. Next year, I don't know how it's going to be because she'll be at a different school. I mean, same school district, but a different school building. So I'm not sure what the lines will be like there. Because it's the high school too, and a lot of kids drive themselves. So we shall see. We shall see. But today we're just gonna do. I have a couple packs of those flowers that are like, you get 2 or 3 flowers in the box, not like a whole bouquet or anything. So we're gonna do those, and then some diamond art. And that is why I still have not gotten to get more buckets for sorting because I just went to like the regular grocery store. I didn't go to Target. So I'll probably go to Target tomorrow because I got to go to the pet store too to get kitty litter, kitty food, flea and tick meds. Then I can finally be done sorting this bucket over and over every day, hoping that eventually I empty it. So I did the pre-order yesterday because we're Lego members, whatever. I mean, it's not like it's hard to be that. You just have to sign up. The Lego VIPs. So I pre-ordered the Milky Way Galaxy set and the Artemis set. One for my Mother's Day and the other for Crazy's birthday gift. So I did that like yesterday morning at like I don't know 7:30, and yesterday afternoon we got an email that they're already shipped. That they're supposed to be here Saturday. So woohoo! Except I did not pay attention to the dimensions. I was like, I just want it. And then after I ordered it, I was like, I should probably look and see what size, like how long, how tall it is. It's 26 inches long and like 16 inches tall. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I was going to attempt to hang it in the living room, like above the TV between the two bookcases. And now I'm not sure it'll fit there. We'll have to measure. If not, I'll have to find somewhere else to put it. Listen, the allergies here are out in full force, so I am sorry if I'm coughing a lot today. I can feel it like underneath my eyes and stuff. It's a mess. I smushed some catnip into the scratch pad, hoping that would get her to use it to scratch. It did for like half a second, but I don't know if she's gonna go back to it and just scratch there. And Alex suggested like the catnip spray may work better. I don't know. No, that's the review. What are you doing, kitty? I was like, ooh, why do we have a black flame? Duh, I have the Sanderson Sisters set. That's why I have a black flame. Okay. I think I've made it all the way across the bottom of this bucket, which is longer than I normally sort, but today's just kind of a whatever. I don't want to jump right into another set because that set was pretty big. Kitty, get down. This cat is going to drive me insane. And it's not like I can simply shut the door. Our house is like a completely open floor plan. There's no stopping her. What are you doing? Yes, now! Get out! Cats and doggers. Yes, they are! They get into everything! I'm like, I'd shut you out, but I can't. I saw a video the other day that I was like, oh my god, it's so true. So this person had 2 cats, and they're like, this cat was a rescue. Like, we found him, it was raining, it was cold, da 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 da, you know? And we took him in. And this cat, like, you could do anything to it, and it will never, like, fight back or scratch at you or anything like that. She goes, this cat we got from the pet store, and it's feisty as hell. And it has lived with a human its entire life. It doesn't, the other cat's like, man, you don't know how good you got it. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. I have to keep moving this. So I bought this Harry Potter crochet thing, and I don't know what they're trying to. The instructions are like, they don't really compare to any of the other sets I've bought or looked at. So I have no idea what it's trying to tell me. Okay. Point of view. I know it too. I told Steele I'm gonna have to like take pictures of the pages and send it to him and be like, explain to me what it wants. Yes. How goes your cosplay, Rabbit? I know you were doing one too. I remember being mad when that set came out and had the Dobby pattern and it came out after I'd done it. Yes. Yeah, I got it at Sam's Club. So it's a nice, I mean, it only gives you enough to do like 2 of the things, which is fine, but it gives you like a ton of patterns. But I see about picking up the rest of my stack pieces that I got through the. Ooh, nice. And it gives you like some instructions in the front. It tells you like what right side looks like wrong side looks like, how to do like the embroidery stitches and French knot and stuff like that. But then like the thing is like round 1 says chain 2, work 6 stitches onto first chain 6 stitch, I think. So I'm like, I'm assuming that means do your magic circle, then chain 2 and work. See, that's I'm confused. But yeah, I was like, maybe I can find a video. But yeah, I mean, even if it only gives you enough yarn to do a couple of them, it gives you a ton of like instructions for the others. So I'm not upset about it. It's still like learning to read the pattern too for me. So. Well, it is now. I thought I had these half circles in a thing. Oops, I guess not. Here's 2 things. And I was pretty sure I had these. Maybe I only opened the bucket like halfway and then so this didn't. Oh well. Okay. I have these. You get 3 tulips. I'll figure out where my cameras are eventually. Then I have this one where you get 2 sunflowers. And then this one where you get 3 lotuses. And I think that's it. Because I think these other things are... yes. I also have this we can do too. It's like a little heart wreath thing. And it's got like 3 different ways you can do it. So. We can start Stream Raiders too. I don't know what it looks like. It just like fell off the top of the cat tree, right? So it wants archers and rogues for me. Well, gold chest, royalty gold chest. Oh, my rogue is top level. What's that? Come on. I used to have a scissor on my desk. It ran away. Oh, thank you, Amaze Spidey. Fantasy had a school field trip today for her art class. They went to a museum. And then they were having lunch near where the museum is. That's kind of cool. I rearranged some of my lights to, I don't know, just see if it's better. As I know, trying to use the light on my camera then like reflects off the shininess of the bricks, so then it's hard to see sometimes. So I retilted some of my other lights to see how, if it makes it better. That way I won't have to use the camera light. And we'll have to worry less about reflecting. Bridgerton came out today. I'm excited. I don't know if any of you watch Bridgerton. I haven't read the book series, but again, like it's like darn near impossible to read like every book series before it comes out. if it's going to come out as a show or a movie. Really? Be faster. Sorry, crazy message. And I'm trying to read what it says, but sometimes it's important, sometimes it's not. Sorry, guys. Beedo. Sorry about that. I'm back. Good job. That's alright. You do what you need to at work. We are moving and grooving. Kind of. Trying to keep these finished tulip heads where you can see them. At least a little bit. Okay. Oops, if I go to where the paper clip is, not just the middle of the book. Okay, we finished this part. Now it wants us it's covered up by that's why I didn't see it. Wants us to. There we go. That's the step. Lillipup escaped. So now it wants to do this 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. Then before I leave. The cat found like a baseball or something, and it's like rolling it back and forth across the floor. It's like having a little kid all over again. Hopefully, it was not a meeting that should have been an email, because nobody likes those. But gotcha. Of the water mines? What's that? Oh. A meeting of the minds. Planning emergency water supply. I wonder. Oh yeah, it's each one. So little stem part. I mean, that does seem like something that should be considered. I have Stream Raiders up if you're interested. Back to the meeting. Fun times. Is Chibi getting excited for summer break? there are our 3 tulips. We have purple, yellow, and white. And then an extra piece. About 13 minutes left in Stream Raiders. We make 2 sunflowers. Use a tulip as a. I'm gonna keep the book open. 24. Whew. It's kind of interesting. They have, instead of being like when you make the oh, of course now I'm not gonna be able to think of the name of the flower. When you make the one type of flower, they want all the edges, because these are like little ore pieces. You can see like one side is pointed up. They want them all the same direction. But on these, they want like to rotate the direction of the little curve, which is kind of cool. And it's not particularly hard to do because you just flop the thing around and it changes what direction. You're not having to like redo the piece, like take it apart and put it back together. the other pile. At least get some of them piled up anyway. That should be 12. 6, 9, 12. Quick pause at ready. I'm trying to read off what Pokemon it is, but it's not a Pokemon. I think that's 23, 6, 9, 15, 21, 22, 24. You know, if I can count. A Bronzor. Okay, I think that's 24. Like it's an 8. Seems like they want these kind of.
I'm Danny Phantom.
Welcome in, Danny. We are just doing little stuff today. I have some flowers, and then I'm going to do some diamond art as well. I'm trying to. So if I do 11 on each side, that's 22, 22. So that's 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 11. I did some tulips already. Here you can see, and these are sunflowers, and then I also have lotus flowers, and I also have this kind of flower wreath type thing, flower heart wreath thing, and it has 3 different ways we can do it. So there will be options. You missed the boring part where I put 48 of these leaves together. But yes. Are your kids getting excited for summer break, Danny? No more school? I think you have kids. If not, I'm asking you about something that doesn't matter. Oops. But my kids are just getting excited that they won't have to wake up early. They don't care about the school part so much as they won't have to get up early. So that is, try to spread these out a little bit. That is one sunflower, at least part of one sunflower. You'll get to do it again. Ooh, fun lunch break. What did you take for lunch today? I mean, it is Thursday. Are you going to go out for lunch? Boy Wonder chose chicken fried rice for dinner. That's what he's gonna get. Sausage. Your hot sausage. 6, 7, 8, 9. No, okay. Well, yeah. Meetings, you know. Yeah, I have the Target app. And I've known for a while that you could submit Target receipts to Lego and then earn points. It's like $1 or a point for every dollar. But I just haven't done it. And I think it goes all the way back to like July of 22 that you can do it. But yesterday I was like, I'm going to do it. So I went on my app and I like downloaded the receipts and stuff. And I mean, even if you don't have the app, as long as you have your phone number as part of their red circle thing, you can do it. But so I downloaded all the receipts of my both internet orders and like orders in store and submitted them, and I got like 2,000 points or something like that. I bought the plastic plate from home, so I have a plate for my food. Well, that's, you know, she's got a plastic bag now. Crazy cat. You know, something to eat your food on is important. What have you got, cat? I can't quite see what she's got. And Boy Wonder could care less. I had strawberries for lunch because by the time we got back, even leaving like and going as soon as it opened, the store, you know, by the time we shopped and got home, there wasn't very much time. So I just cut up some strawberries, and that's what I had for lunch. Diddly-doo! Street Raiders. Maybe I can straighten out this. I don't think we're gonna do very well. But there's 8 of us. Let's do the kill. Mace Spidey got all 6 of his out. Does the enemy have a necromancer? Oh, maybe because we killed the hive, it released like all the things in the hive. Because it jumped real quick. Look at a Mace Spidey. All the kills, all the assists. He's got a ton of stuff going. I died already, so. Spidey just taking him down. Yes, I use my time efficiently, but, you know, there still is only so much time. Ooh, I didn't think we were going to be able to do it. Fantastic, Spidey. A rampaging orc slayer. Yeah, I made sure we left to get to the grocery store like right when it opened, but still only so much time to actually. I think it has to go to a Maze Spidey. It just has to. I thought about starting over, but we were so close to the boss. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that. But I will do my necromancer this time. Even though I have other things it wants me to quest, so I want to make sure we get. Have the best odds, you know? He's in the back of this. Opposite direction. I know, and next week I'm going to have to like do all the laundry for the camper. So we're going to go to your mom's this weekend and strip the beds in the camper and bring it all home to wash. Okay. Two ones. One. Do you have a knife in your break room? I mean, I assume you do. You guys have a pretty stocked kitchen there. You didn't bring one of your little utensil packages? Fork, knife, spoon? Well, why didn't you bring one of your utensil packs? I have 2 of them for you. Do I need to buy more? I know Fantasy started taking them, so maybe I do need to buy more. She started, instead of just grabbing a plastic fork, she started taking the utensil things. Was she being extra annoying this morning? Well, I mean, it wasn't hard for her to wake you. She was in the bed. She's all around my feet, but I don't know exactly. Like, she'll come close enough for me to feel her and then away. So I'm not entirely sure what she's really doing. Meow. Meow. Uppies? Well, you want up or no? Guess not. But really, she crawled on my face and squished my seat back. She was like, enough with you, fat man. You must go. I think she did one up, but then she heard the garbage truck, and so she's like, ooh, I must go check that out first. She crawled on top of my head, and then the CPAP started blowing on her, so she crawled on my face to make it stop. Well, she was like, what's this? Where's this air coming from? Must make it stop. thought she moved at some point because I was like, I don't really feel her next to me, but I don't know where she went. She threw up on the windowsill and a little bit on the back of the couch. And I was like, oh, come on. Ugh. Okay. There are our sunflowers. She left the room about 4:50 after she couldn't get my CPAP to stop flowing on her. She came back around 5 and stood by the vent for my mask and started. She was determined. She's like, listen here, machine. Don't give me any crap. This is my place. So for this one, it's a little different. Bag 1 is one flower, bag 2 is another flower, bag 3 is the third flower. She was determined, man, I guess. She didn't wake me, though. Not until you started getting up for work, and then she was, like, climbing on my hips and stuff, and, like, darting all around the bed. And I was like, okay, that's enough of that. But the commissary didn't have any of the pet stuff for her, so I'm going to have to go to the pet store, you know, sometime in the next week. Probably tomorrow, that way I get it done. Or Saturday, that way, you know, stuff is done. Not sure if that's right or not. I think it is, though. like a closed one. Yeah, she's all about the window right now. It's the garbage truck is out there. So she's like, oh, I gotta, you know, maintain visual. What idiot decides that Memorial Day weekend is a good weekend for a recital? That is not my problem because it is not my child. I mean, it is dumb, and they had to have known the entire time, like, or at least for a couple weeks, that it was going to be that day, and they only said something because we were trying to plan food. I'm not driving back for it. I don't expect them to come to our kids' stuff. I'm not like, you know what I mean? Like I said, if at that point we might as well just not go camping because you're gonna spend all that time driving back and forth. This is gonna be one very long freaking step. I don't know if they're coming or not either, so she just said that the recital was that day or it was Saturday. She didn't say for sure whether they were coming or not. But I don't know. It's not my circus, not my monkeys. I don't want those monkeys. So that is our closed lotus flower. I don't know. Like I said, it's not my circus, not my monkeys. It doesn't make sense for them to come because you're gonna drive up Friday, which isn't gonna be till late, of course, because they never do anything till late. And then you're gonna have to leave, you know, halfway through Saturday. That's it. That's the whole step. Um, and then come back late, and then be there, I guess, all day Saturday, and then come home Monday. So I don't know. Was the brick tax the moi? Oh, what? What's the guess what? What am I guessing? Oh, the brick tax? That's what I meant. Like, is The brick tax, the guess what? Oh, I should pay attention to how they want me to put these on there. That's good. Wrong direction anyway. Trying to make sure these are like evenly spread out, but I don't know. Oh. I kind of meant like, was the guess what more, you know, was all of it the brick text? But yes. Oh, duh, and I already got one out. 6. 2, 10, 6. One of those, one of these. Yes, kitty? What are you doing? No, she wants on the desk so she can get all these bricks and make a mess. Ha ha ha! I caught you! I caught you mid-jump. She was like climbing all around. Over here, like on the coffee table thing where your roller coaster is. She was like climbing all over it, back and forth. And I think she's mad because she sleeps in this chair. And with my butt in it, she cannot do that. And she would like me to kindly get out of her sleepy place. She's like, I would like to take a nap, and you are in my way. Just go to sleep right there. No. No, madam. Ooh, you caught it. There you go. Go in the basket. Sit on the paper. Yeah, she likes this chair to sleep in. Yeah, no kitty, it's my papa. Because the other day, as soon as I got out of the chair, she like hopped in it and like burrowed down and was like, "Thank you." This is our open lotus. Yeah, she was like, yes, thank you. I am done with you now. Please leave. I'm never gonna stop. Close up. At least somewhat. No, you already have that day off, don't you? Like it's hard to do it if you already have the day off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. They're like, dudes, check your calendars. I am already not working that day. Woo! Caught it! They wanted me to adjust my day off to Monday so I could participate. Not gonna happen. Be like, no, like, I have that day off because I'm going somewhere. So there's our pink open lotus. Nope. Make sure it's not a little girl. Nope, not a little girl. It's Michael's letting me know I have a coupon. I think I might save this one for another day. About 3 minutes left on Stream Raiders. We're gonna basically do the same thing, except this time it's gonna be white instead of pink. Yeah, like sirs, you're gonna have to no. Let's observe chat in its natural habitat in the wild of Chatlands of Booklovin Builder stream. A rare CPAP tussle was observed. with Crazy Manitouka's mask flapping like a startled bird amidst the digital flora and fauna. Whispers of Memorial Day recital buzzed by like a passing bee. Then a fierce barnacle appeared, only to be captured by Crazy Manitouka's cunning use of a great ball. And in a final display of dominance, Pie territory was defended against interlopers. Pie territory. That's my papa, kitty. She ran off now. I wonder if she's a annoying boy wonder. Let me finish getting my pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I used the great bugs. Stream Raiders. I did put out a necromancer this time, so maybe that'll help. No promises. I'm gonna go with it did not help. Sad day. Well, I put out my bomber guy this time. And there should be, in theory, less bad guys this time. Because that's usually how it works. Like, you lose, and then you redo it, and they give you less bad guys. And you hope that you get more good guys. Who knows, though? But you, but to throw out a healer. That one was a little hard to read though. But. Oh, this time they just want them angled up a little bit. And, kind of make sure they're every other, so that they're evenly. Oh, never mind. Now they. I forgot you gotta put the center thing in before you can push them up. A little stutter, yep. Rapidash. Ooh, I'm not sure I have a Rapidash. Ooh, and I must have one because it didn't yell at me. It yells at you. Yep, see. Oh, now it's just trying to. It said it why buttled you. Now Buttbot is just trying to get it any way it can. Ooh, we both caught it. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. Oh, she's back. Went from the medieval tavern music to your rock music. Yes. Okay. So these were our lotus flowers. And then we had the 2 sunflowers and the 3 tulips. That's what we did today. I'll just add them to my the bouquets I already have. I gotta see which ones they go better with. But that is what we did for Lego today. Then I'm gonna work on my diamond art. Because I didn't want to dive in. I do diamond art, or we can play more Strange Horticulture or Stardew Valley or whatever. But it's just kind of whatever today. I didn't feel like diving straight into another fairly big project. So I was like, we'll just do some little stuff today. Two of you. I think we made this guy's day at the store though. So there was like the Frito Lay guy, you know, restocking the chips and stuff, and it's the same aisle as the candy aisle, and I was getting the candy for the s'mores, you know, the pack of chocolate bars, and I was like, "Here, Minion," and the guy goes, "Did you just call him a minion?" And I was like, "Yep, I try not to say their name in public because I don't want people to know their name." And he's like, "No, no, I totally get that." And I was like, "They go by lots of things. Thing one, thing two, Turdlet," and he goes, or I said, Turdicus Rex, and he goes, "What?" I said, "Turdicus Rex," and he goes, "Oh my god, that's great, keep going." I was like, "Turdlets," and he's like, "Oh my god, this is fantastic." He literally was like leaned over the box of chips, just dying of laughter. I think we're building the like tail feather thing. He was like uncontrollably laughing. He couldn't help himself. It was pretty good. He's like, "I love it! I love it!" What do you want, kitty? Yeah, so we can do Diamond Dots, or I can play more Strange Horticulture, or Stardew Valley, whatever floats your boat, whatever you'd like to see. But I didn't want to, like I said, jump into like another big project. So it was either the flowers or like the brickheads today with a little bit of something. I was just gonna do work on this some more because I feel like I'm almost halfway done. I could be wrong. It could just, you know. What are you doing, Kitty Kitterson? You want up? Come on. Yep, come on. You want up? Uppies? Yeah? I'm trying, but you're... I don't know what you want because you keep walking away. I don't think she knows what she wants because she just keeps walking away. I don't think she knows what she wants. Okay, let's see. I've got to stop stopping like in the middle of a row where it's hard to figure out like what I was doing, or I've got to like put a little tick next to it or something. Otherwise, I have no idea where I was in the process. But yeah, that's what today is. Oh, ow! Little sharp daggers in my skin! Son of a... What do you want? You cannot... Your paws are gonna stick... No. No. Just no. help you, kitty? What do you want, kitty kitty? Hi, Devin. Eat sugar. Okay. Let me close that, or else she'll get her paws in it. Yes, we'll work some more on this. Eventually, maybe one day I'll finish it. It technically has a partner, like a another panel that goes with it. Yeah, Noodle's noodling. Now that she's done digging her claws into my leg trying to get up. Noodle, noodle, noodle. The other day I had her and she was like tucked up like this. And get it. Get your tail. Get it. That's right. You don't let it tell you what to do. Get your tail. Just like, I'm gonna eat it. I gotta eat it. It's like she doesn't know it's her own tail. You eat your tail. I have had it somewhere. This, like, it came with one of the kits. It was like a little cloud with a smiley face on it, and it was actually a magnet, and you used it to hold back your plastic. You know, like you clip it, and then it would hold it back. I have misplaced it though. Well, it's probably put away, and who looks for stuff put away? I mean, nothing. Yeah, well, she does. She sticks it in her mouth and like bites down on it. I don't know if she doesn't put enough of it in her mouth or what, but I mean, she does put it in her mouth. Get it, kitty, get it! Don't you let it! Oh, I thought I had it enough that I could just flop it over, but I don't. I have to stand up. What are you doing? You. I thought I had it far enough up that I could just like pull it out pull it off and flip it over. Kitty, no. Well, come here. Come here. What are you trying to do? You want down? Okay. It's better for me anyway. Then I don't have to fight you trying to get stuck to my thing or dump the beads. Whoops. Well, I suppose you could call them and ask if it's going to be ready today. And if it is, then I can bring you the checkbook. You slept at a hotel last night. Where did you go that you slept at a hotel? Or did you do like a staycation? That's what we call it. Oh. Well, I hope you had fun wherever you went. This and that would keep the paper back. I went quick and manufacturing. Oh, okay, that's cool. Do a little Lego traveling. We almost went to a Lego store while we were in Kentucky, but the mall was about to close by the time we realized there was a Lego store in it, and we were finished eating. So. But that is alright. We didn't really need to spend any money at the Lego store anyway. I think we've been to one or two of the bricks and minifigure stores, but I don't think we got anything either time. Although I don't really look for new sets at those stores. I look for like sets that they don't sell anymore that somebody has sold to them, you know. Yeah. Like I don't look for new sets there, but I do look at like the pre-owned, sold to them type stuff. When we lived up in North Dakota, there was a really good store for like, you know, sets just like I'm talking about, like they don't sell them anymore. So you gotta wait till somebody sells them to like a store or buy them on eBay from them or whatever. There was a really good one up there. And next month we're going to a retirement ceremony for one of Crazy's friends, so we will probably stop there. Either on the way up or the way back. Check out what they have. It's called Prairie Bricks. Hello, Alex. How are you doing today? Oh, that's good. I love saving money. I did that yesterday. So I know they did a thing starting, I think, back in July of 2022 where you could like turn in your Target receipts if you bought Lego at Target. Turn those in to Lego.com and you'd get a point for every dollar you spent. But I knew it, but I just wasn't doing it. So yesterday I went through because I have the Target app, but like I said, you don't even need the Target app. You can, as long as you're registered with their Target Circle, like with your phone number. Okay, Crazy, have fun at your meeting. You can go back and look at your past receipts. So I went and found all my past receipts that had Lego on them, and I downloaded them and I submitted them to Lego, and we wound up getting like 2,000 points or something. It was crazy. So, if you buy Lego from Target sometime, save your receipt. You can either take a picture of it,
Eevee,
or you can like I said, download it if you're registered. Welcome in, Steel. How are you doing? How is your cosplay coming along? Are you chugga lugging on it? Today is kind of a I don't know day. I didn't really want to start on like a new big project, so so I let me try to grab them without. So I did these flowers today. I had 2 sunflowers, and then 3 of these lotus flowers. And then I also did one that had 3 tulips in it. So, sorry. My allergies are like super high today. And it's got me coughing up a storm. Yeah, so these are the flowers I did this morning. And I will add them, because I have the 2 bouquets, so I will add them in there somewhere. I don't know where, but somewhere. But that's what I did for kind of like the first half, and now we're just gonna do this. But I had to start early because Fantasy no longer has after school stuff on Thursday since archery is done. She only has it on Tuesday, and really they have 1 week left, so it's not a huge deal. But this week and next week on Thursdays we'll have to start at 11 so that I can get to the pickup line without being so far back that I have to wait like an hour after school's over to be done. Between like the pickup line and then just traffic getting away from the school, it's better to be early. But today is just kind of a chill, relaxed day. And then Sunday, of course, will be video games. Maybe more Stardew Valley. I don't know. I like the game, but I feel like maybe not the best on stream because I felt like I was just kind of doing the same thing over and over and over again. But I have to like grind to make money to be able to like progress in the game. I think they're the standard Nemos. Yeah, even though we live like 5 minutes from the school. The one day it took us 20 minutes to get home. I had picked her up. I was like one of the first cars in line, like one of the first 10 cars. So I picked her up pretty fast. They get out at like 3:20, and she was in the car by like 3:30, and we still did not get home till 10 minutes till 4. Because of how bad the traffic leaving the school was, like trying to get out. Yeah. So I try to be one of the first cars and like the first to leave. It's ridiculous some days. Part of me wishes I could do emo Nemos. The kids were excited because when we went to the aquarium in Kansas City, they had emo Nemos. Let's see, there's 11 of us this time and 109 of them. That seems like more than there was last time. But we have 2 more players than we did last time, so. And I got my big bomber guy, who apparently is dead already. That's sad. Dude, what the hedge in a hedge? There's supposed to be less of you when I fail. Ooh, I bet it's pretty. I have like a whole box of ones I've done, and then they just go in the box. Like, I don't actually do anything with them. Feel free to put it in Discord, and I will look at it. I keep forgetting to add a screen that allows me to like show Discord in the stream. Okay, mister. Let's try this again. What would be... Let's try the War Beast. This time. Okay. Hopefully your call isn't too stressful. Easy days. Easy days. But yes, Devin, I think they're just your standard clownfish. I'm not sure though. Yeah, the kids like the emo numos though. I do too, and I just kind of like saying emo numo. And I was amazed. I did the pre-order on. We'll go for this time, see if we can win. Yeah, I'm never like, oh my god, that's so bad. You guys made me lose. Like, I never really care about it. We'll keep doing it over and over until we win, or we get frustrated and I restart the map. One of the two. I'm not like, it is what it is. It's just a fun little side game. But I was like, I thought we're supposed to have less when we beat it. That's how it is every time. Like, if we don't beat it, then the next time you do it, there's less people on the field. But that time, there seemed like there was more. Yeah, that time it seemed like there was more on the field, though. So, oh well. And usually my little bomber guy is good, but he died really fast. Oh, now I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, I pre-ordered. Well, it's not. I guess it is kind of pre-order, whatever, because your Lego VIP or whatever, you can do the order early on the Artemis and the Milky Way Galaxy set. I did it like yesterday at like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, something like that. Whenever I got back from taking fantasy to school, and by yesterday afternoon, they're like, congratulations, your item has been shipped. So we're supposed to get them on Saturday. Like, they're supposed to be delivered on Saturday, which is the day they release. So that's pretty cool. I thought they would wait till Saturday to ship them, but I guess because it's a weekend, they didn't, which is fantastic. I can't wait to build it. Of course, I didn't look at the dimensions before I bought it, though. But the Artemis is for Crazy as his birthday gift, and the Milky Galaxy Way is for me as my Mother's Day gift. And I, of course, did not look at the dimensions for the Milky Way thing before I bought it, because it doesn't matter, right? I want it, I will find somewhere to put it. I was planning, or not planning, but like hoping that I could kind of put it above where our TV is, in between the two bookshelves, and that would kind of be cool. But I'm not sure it'll fit there now that I've gone back and looked at the dimensions, because it's like 26 inches long and like 16 inches high. So I'm not sure if it'll really. I have 800 views. I have like 18,000, I think, now. Between buying the things from Lego yesterday and doing all the uploads of the Target receipts, I now have like 18,000 points or something like that. But you need 13,000 to even save $100. So, and my goal is to save a bunch so that I can buy the Hogwarts, like the big Hogwarts castle, at a cheaper price. So that way, save a little money on it. Yeah, because I want to say you need 13,000 to save $100. Let me double check real quick. Yeah, I have almost 19,000 points. And you need. Yeah, it's 650 points for $5, $2,600 points to save $20, 6,500 points to save $50, and then 13,000 points to save $100. So, yeah, it's 13K for $100. So my goal is to try to save, you know, to get money off of it. So I have 100, and I'm about halfway to saving another 100. So I'm hoping to try to save like $200, like get enough points to save $200, and then the big Hogwarts castle will be under $300 then, or right around 300 with tax. That is my goal. You know, whether that's what will happen or not is a whole nother subject, but that's my current goal. Up until this, we just use the points whenever. Like, oh, we have 100 points, use them. 100 points, use them. But I'm trying to save them now for that specifically. Like I said, doesn't mean it'll happen. Thank you for all the epics today, Spidey. But yeah, and I never use it. I can't kick you off and then right. That's what we usually do. Like I said, we usually don't like really save them for any particular reason. It's just, oop, we can save some off the next set we buy. But that one is a pricey set, so my, goal. Who knows? It'll probably get used before then. But I am gonna worry that I'll wait too long to get that set, and then they'll be like, hey, it's retiring, and I won't have enough money to buy. But I saw the Notre Dame that's coming out soon, and I'm like, ooh, I wonder, because it says architecture. So is it going to be small like those architecture sets? Because I know some people like them, and I have nothing like, oh my god, they're horrible, don't buy them. I don't buy them because I feel like they're so small for the amount you pay. So I wonder if it's going to be small like the architecture, or if it's going to be a bigger size. Like, I would still call it like micro scale, because it's all mini blocks are used to it. It's all the small blocks are used to make it, but I wonder like what it looks like. And I know they give you tons of pictures in the little video you can watch, but I still feel like sometimes I can't really get a grasp of the size of some things. And maybe that's a me thing. But I am interested. That it looks really cool. And I want the Mona Lisa to go with my Starry Night. Are you gonna get one of those giant foot-long dessert cookie churro things? And honestly, I try to order when you get something like a free gift with purchase or double points or whatever. That way, I'm getting something else. Because I mean, Legos are expensive. They're definitely a luxury item. Turn over, little bee. I don't really eat at sandwich places. Again, it's not like an ill thing or anything, but I always feel like I could just make a sandwich at home. I think the closest place to like a sub sandwich place we eat is like either Panera or Jersey Mike's. But I usually don't get a sandwich at Panera. I get like salad and soup, which again I can just make at home. Panera Beans. Wait a minute, let's go with the pack. Beads I had in this set. Music. We tried a new pizza place near us the other day, and it turned out that it was a buffet pizza place. It was pretty cool. I like buffet pizza places because then you get to try all different kinds of pizza. And they would like bring it around to the tables. Like if a new tray came out the oven, they would like walk around the dining room and be like, "Would you like to try this? Would you like to try this guy?" It was pretty good. Okay, I'm going to put up the stream raiders and I will be right back. I need to go grab the packet of this color from where I have them in the other one. They had like a salad bar, and then like a window basically right near like where the kitchen is. It was open, so they would just stick them right out on the thing. It was pretty cool. There's a when we lived in Nebraska, and then they had it again when we lived in North Dakota. It was a place called Pizza Ranch. They had one, bar. They had like mashed potatoes, uh, potato wedges, corn, fried chicken, all on that bar. And then they had like your traditional salad bar, different salad toppings, and then a pizza bar. And we loved it. But there's not one here where we live. Benefit of living many different places is you get to try different restaurants. But yes, I totally wish there was one here. We would eat there like all the time. Trying to refill this without making a complete and total mess. But yes, I love the pizza bar. You get to try all different kinds. Like sometimes it's stuff like you didn't even think about. Like, I've never thought about doing that on a pizza. But they had, and the pizza was really good too. So that's always a bonus. But it was called Larry's Pizza, and I don't know if they're like a regional chain because you know how some places are kind of chain, but only chain like in that area. So I don't know if they're chain like just kind of in our area, or if it's not really a chain at all and it's just like 2 or 3 restaurants owned by like one family or whatever. But it was Larry's Pizza, and I guess I could look it up, but I don't think about that. Let's see if it's a chain. So the website says Larry's Pizza of Arkansas, but I don't know if that means like they're only in Arkansas or what. That wasn't very much help. It might be just in Arkansas because there's like 9 locations. 9 and 1 coming soon, so 10 locations, but they all are in Arkansas. Right, so they like maybe it is a chain. Like let's see. Go back. Where's Pizza? Oh, I see. They are in more than just Arkansas. There's one, kind of like on the border of like Arkansas and Oklahoma, and then there's some. Oh, those are both enough. But yeah, that's Larry A Pizza. Oh yeah, but there is one in like. Yeah, in Ohio, there's 2. Yeah, there's two in Ohio, very close to the border of West Virginia, like one of them. So they do have them other places, but there's like I said, I mean, oh, and it looks like there's one in Minnesota or Minneapolis. Yeah, Minnesota. Sorry, my brain is. So they are kind of in other places, but there's apparently a ton of them in Arkansas. But yes, that's where we ate, and it was good pizza. And Crazy was like excited because when they started bringing the pizzas around, he's like, "Man, I don't even have to get up to get more pizza. They just bring it to me." He's like, "Oh, I could get fatter this way." When we left, he's like, "Oh, bad choices were made. I am so stuffed." They had this dessert thing that was like a breadstick shape, but like meets a cinnamon roll. It was really good. And then they had this dessert pizza that was like chocolate chips and chocolate sauce, but I don't know what like the main portion of it. It was a pizza crust, but I don't know like what else it was part of it. I didn't get any of that. Fantasy did, but I didn't really ask her about what was on it. Is that like a loop speed? There it is. Oh, I know who they're talking about, but I can't remember her name. And I really remember her because I've watched The Crown like 5 times on Netflix. But of course, I can't remember her name. That's it, Thatcher. Just let him fall where he may, right? Maybe he'll tire himself out and he'll just drop somewhere. Yeah, we have this. We have this running joke in the house that if you leave it alone, if you leave making dinner off like long enough, they will eventually just eat cereal for dinner. My kids probably wouldn't actually eat cereal for dinner. They'd probably make a sandwich, but yes, the joke is like if I hold off on dinner long enough, I won't have to make it. They'll just make something themselves. It'll be what we call fend for yourself. Protects. Before I get my book stuck to the pattern here. So I think for next week I'm gonna work on the Funhole um, apothecary set because it's not too large. Between the two streams next week, I should be able to get it done. We had a chippy tea. Joe had sausage, chips, and gravy, and I had fish and chips. I must say that's one of the things I miss most about England is that you put gravy on your chips. Here, people just look at me weird. When I put gravy on my french fries here, people are like, what are you doing? It's delicious, leave me alone. Boy Wonder's supposed to make chicken fried rice in the Instapot tonight, but if I wind up having to take Crazy the checkbook to pay for some work that we've had done on our camper, then we'll probably eat out. Yes. Yes. In the States they just look at me weird. I would just like some gravy on my french fries. And they're like, you would like what? I mean, I did it long before I went to England. Like, where I grew up near the Pocono Mountains, which is a big deal in certain parts of the United States, but not like everywhere. Um, but my grandfather belonged to like a rod and gun club type deal, and they you could eat there, and we would go and I would get French fries and brown gravy, and the ladies thought I was crazy, but they also chucked it up to the I was a little kid. Who cares? But Like, I love it. It's so delicious. There's quite a bit fewer than there were last time. And we killed the big guy, so. We did it! We did it! I keep forgetting, like, I can't just pick both winners. I have to, you know, get out of that one and get into the next prize. We defeated a boss. But yeah, I used to get the French fries and gravy all the time. Oh, also, book update. I think I'm at 126 for the year so far. If I remember correctly from doing a couple reviews yesterday, I'm at 126 read for the year. And my goal, I think, is 250. But I also know as summer comes around and the kids are off school and we're out doing things more, that my reading slows down. So I try to read like more at the beginning of the year, if that makes sense. But I believe I'm at 126. And I do read I don't read anything serious, so you know. I do have my Goodreads attached at the bottom as like the link, but so like if you guys want to see what I read, but keep in mind I do read a lot of smut and like fluff. It's not anything serious. And some are on the short side too. And I read a lot of like of different kinds. I'm not saying I never read like autobiographies or anything like that, but a lot of what I read is kind of like romance fluff. You know, like shifter romance, and then I read the dark, weird stuff that people are like, excuse me, is there something wrong with you? Probably. Um, you know, where she's sold off, or they talk about a lot of human trafficking, things like that. A lot of MC and mafia. The Hating Game. I think that sounds familiar. right now I'm reading the second book in a shifter series. Um, they're Wolverine. No, they're not wolves. It's Wolven, Wolven, and they came from like somewhere in Europe, like a long time ago, like hundreds of years ago, and bought this land from someone. Like they talk about how the guy was greedy. Like they offered him an obscene amount of money and he said yes. And it has a couple mines on it, and so that's how the pact. It isn't pack like PACK. It's PACT, like a pact. Um, and that's how they earn their money. I normally do sci-fi and fantasy. Yeah, like the Hunger Game. I love the Hunger Games, and oh, the one with 4 in it. Um, but yeah, like those type of books, and I mean I like those too. Do you do the blue alien, the alien porn they call it? Listen, if you can make it dirty, there's some form of book smut about it. Um, but yeah, I read a lot of. Uh, there's an author. Now my brain's gonna go blank, of course. She wrote a book called Ugly. Margaret McHauser. She writes a lot of like impactful. Like her books make you emotional. They're not all YA. They're not all not YA, but she writes all under the same name. Yes, my kids like the it's this dragon series, and they started writing them as um in comic book form too. And so they love to go, like they read the books, but then they love to also, when the comic book version comes out, or I should say it's graphic novel, not a comic book, because they're pretty thick. But when the graphic novel version comes out, then they like to go back and read it again. And I imagine it's fun to add that picture version to what you've already read and see how well it matches up to what you came up with in your imagination. You know what I mean? They like to do that. Can't remember what the name of that book series is though. And my son reads one about cats, like cat shift. I don't want to say they're shifters, but it's just about cats. And they have recently too started coming out with some of them in graphic novel form. I mean, I don't read a lot of ones that have too much religion in them, because that's just not my thing. I mean, if it is your thing, woohoo! It's just not mine. Um, and people always think it's funny. I write reviews. Like my other thing is I have a book blog, and I read stuff before it comes out, and then I write my, what I think about it. Uh, but I don't often read other people's reviews when I choose a book, because whether somebody else liked it or not, it probably is, you know, it almost definitely isn't going to change whether I'm going to read the book or not. You know, for some people it does. And like I always try to incorporate how much heat or steam or how sexy time it is. I try to include that in my review, and I try to like have a little synopsis of the book. I try not to give anything away, but to like give you a condensed version. I really try not to talk about anything that happens after the halfway point. But I write. I'm like, yeah, They might help somebody else, but I read what I read and that's it. Like, whether somebody else liked it or not isn't going to change my mind. But some people, like, sometimes I feel like some blurbs on the back don't give you enough to know whether you're going to like the book or not. And I think that's why I continue to do the reviews, because maybe the blurb doesn't give you enough. Right. I hear you, kitty kitty. You must wait, though. I have beads in this tray. What? You want up? Is this what you want? Yes, sometimes they don't. So you're like, is there going to be another one? Yeah, sometimes they don't say, like, for sure, like, this is the last one. And you're like, and then when you get to the end of the book, it's kind of written in a way where they could come out with another one. Like, there's more characters or certain things were kind of alluded to. And you're like, oh, Kitty, I don't need your butt sticking to this. It's alluded to that maybe they could have set up another book, but then you're not sure, and then so you're just kind of left waiting. I do wish that that was like something that they were like, hey, I mean, there are a fair amount of authors that are upfront. They're like, this is the last one. I have also had the opposite happen, where the author came out and was like, no, this is the last one in the series. Like, there's going to be a spin-off series or like an adjacent series. You know what I mean? Like the same town, but a whole different series or something like that. And then she got done writing it, and she was like, man, this character would not shut up. So sorry, there's going to be one more. Like, you know what I mean? But she was honest about it the whole way. Like, she really did intend for that to be the last book. But then she was like, this one character, he just would not shut up. And so now he meets his own book. Yeah, I do too. I like to know if I'm getting into it and there's only 4 books in the series, okay. Or is there 30 books in the series? I don't mind waiting for like the next one to come out, as sometimes I will forget though. Like, it's been so long. Like, some books do take, like, some authors take like a year to come out with the next book. And I'm not opposed to that, but I forget then what happens in between. And I mean, sometimes they may not mean for that to happen, but life happens and then it pushes off getting that book done. Hello. Hello. Hello, Miss London. Yeah, if you're reading a lot of books, you'll forget, like, what happened between them. Is that okay with you? You sit like this? It's like having a baby all over again. You just sit. I got your toe beans. Get your toe beans. She's about 5.5 months old, but she's grown quite a bit. My kids suckered me into another pet. We haven't had a pet for about just like 15 months or so. And I was like, now we can go places and we don't have to worry about a pet sitter or taking the pet with us. And my daughter is in art club, and they were doing a thing with the local animal shelter. They would pick an animal a day and like show them with the morning announcements, you know. And my daughter saw this cat and she was like, "Mom, can we get it? Can we get it?" And by the time we talked about it, me and crazy and talked to her about responsibilities and things like that, somebody else had adopted the cat already. And so we just went and looked at the other ones they had available and she was like, "Can I have this one?" And now we have another cat. Jinx is like, "Who the hell is that kitty? Get gone." Yeah, I don't know how much bigger she's going to get. I mean, she is a tuxedo cat, and I haven't done research for about like how big they get or anything like that. But I don't know. I don't think she'll get too terribly much bigger than what she currently is. And she was like, "No, we're not talking to that kitty." She is so derpy sometimes. So at our kitchen table, there's this, how you do. You come in, you hang something on the chair, and then it never moves again. There's this bag hanging on the back of the one kitchen chair, and she will get up on it and sit there on the bag. And then she'll watch everybody go by from underneath the chair. And every once in a while, you'll be walking by and she'll jump out with like her paws all out. She won't try to like swipe at you or anything, but she jumps out and she's like, oh, as big as she can make herself. And then we're like, oh my god, you got me. And she just she loves to like run out from places and be like, boo. But it is the derpiest thing. It's like orange cat derpy. Because orange cats are like the derpiest. Yeah, they have a smooth brain. All the thoughts slide off. There are no ridges on an orange cat's brain. It's just smooth. So I bought her two scratch pad things, trying to get her to scratch them instead of the couch and everything else. And I put some catnip on it, hoping that would get her to do it. And instead, she just got high as a kite. So this time, when I put catnip on it, I like mushed it into the cat scratch thing so that she would have to like scratch at it to get it to come up. And that worked for about like 10 seconds. Well, see, you've made progress. You've moved. So I don't know if she'll go back to it and scratch at it now, or if it's just like, oh, okay, never mind. I have not tried the catnip spray. Alex suggested that too. It's just I order for like cleaning supplies and stuff like this from this company called Grove, and they had the catnip on there, so I just added it to my cart, and then it came when my stuff came. But I think I'm gonna try to order some catnip spray as well. I'm just trying to get her to stop scratching my dang couch. I'm just trying to get her to stop scratching the couch. Yeah, I mean, even if you try to get one out of like Amazon as part of like their deals section or whatever, they're still pricey. Um, I saw a video where they were just talking about all kinds of different cat products, and during the video, they said keep an eye out at Costco because every once in a while, Costco will get these cat trees that are huge and fairly cheap for the size that they are. So I don't know if you have Costco or whatever, but if you're not needing it like immediately, maybe keep an eye on Costco. Also, you can set like a Google price tracker for cat trees. Welcome back, Crazy. Did you get to call the camper place and see if the camper is done, or if they think it'll be done today? We had the air conditioner fixed on our camper and the roof resealed, so we don't get rained on. Well, I'm gonna get another yelling text from Chibi, I'm sure, because it just started raining if she doesn't have her umbrella. Listen, Chibi Chibi, just take it every day. Put it in the little like water bottle holder on the outside pocket of your book bag. I mean, she can check the weather in the morning. You're not all knowing about the weather, Rabbit. Decided it was gonna rain. See, so you can't be held accountable for that. I have a thing set on our echoes where it will tell, like at like 8 o'clock or something the night every night, it'll blink, and then you ask it what your notification is, and it'll tell you if there's rain in the forecast the next day. But of course, that's only good, if the weather is correct, which it hardly ever is. Yeah. If they tell you there's no rain in the forecast and then it rains, you can't. It's not your fault. Fantasy just takes hers to school every day. It's like that mesh pocket they have on the outside of her book bag. She just sticks it in there. That way, she always has it. Because, like I said, the weather's hardly ever correct. I don't know where you live, so I can't tell you. You know what I mean? Like the when we lived in North Dakota, they had probably the most accurate weather service we've ever of any place we've ever lived. It was fantastic. If they said it was going to rain or snow or be sunny, that's what was going to happen. But here, there have been times where they're like There's 0% chance of rain, just sunny skies all day. And I'm like, dude, I'm looking out my window and it's raining right now. I think you're wrong. Or the opposite, where they're like 100% chance of rain. And I'm like, dude, it did not rain at all day. Like, I have not done things because they said it was going to rain, and then it didn't rain all day, and I was really flippin' irritated. But yeah, I feel you. I always joke that like the weather service is the only job where you can have and be wrong 50% of the time and still keep your job. Listen here, you little bee. Get in there. Yeah, I always joke about it that it's the only profession where you can be wrong like a crazy amount of the time and still keep your job. And I know once upon a time, the weather girl didn't have any actual weather knowledge. She was just reading off a prompter and it was about ratings. If we were a cute weather girl, people will tune in. And I mean, they weren't wrong. But now you have to have some actual knowledge of weather to be a weather person, even on like the nightly news. We have less than 3 minutes on Stream Raiders, and it will be our last one for today. Is Chibi getting excited for summer break? My kids are only excited that they won't have to like wake up early. Other than that, they don't really care. Field trips are always fun. I heard the Brick did tax. Fantasy had a field trip today with her art teacher. They went to a local art museum. Joe's down. Now if he will stay down. Probably not. But we can all cross our fingers and toes. Brick tax. That was it. There's a drowsy. Oh, a drowsy disappeared. No, appears. Okay. I'll figure out my wording sooner or later. She sent you a picture of dad jokes, a box of dad jokes. Back to meeting. Have fun. Have fun at your meeting. Let's see, there are 60 of us. And I picked the top one because I was like, oh, we haven't had a lot of people. You know. This time, bam, everybody. Oh, such is life. Okay, open chest. Rabbit. Anime Spidey. Ooh, I get to collect more money. And some warrior scrolls. I don't think I did any quests. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna finish this color and then find somebody to raid into. But yeah, because she had her field trip today, but she was still going to be in school for like first and seventh period. So she had to take her computer because she would need it for those classes. So I was like, well, empty everything you don't need and only take, your computer and what you absolutely need. Because otherwise her book bag is so heavy. But it's because she freaking like takes all, like she's got colored pencil case, like with her fancy colored pencils in it, and a whole bunch of other stuff. I saw something in his Discord, but I don't know if it was it was yesterday. He said he was going to try and get back to his usual schedule today because he's felt better all day. But he wasn't sure how the morning was going to go, so he wasn't positive. But I haven't seen anything from him. Stop moving on. Stop moving on me. Stupid side thing. Let's see. I went to look at his videos, but then I realized he doesn't do VODs because he listens to whatever music he wants, so that won't help. I don't know. I can. Let's see. Yeah, no, I haven't heard from him since then. I can message him and ask how he's doing. I just sent him a message asking how he felt today. So maybe he'll if he's feeling well, message back. Yeti is doing Diamond Dart 2. She's doing a pretty cool looking. I'm gonna guess that it's Alice in Wonderland because it looks like Alice and then it looks like a Cheshire cat like further up in the corner. So let's do if my brain will, you know. If my brain will work. Oh, make sure I spell it OVV-IOS Yeti Workers. Okay. I did it. I always want to spell her name like wrong. Like every time I go to type it, it never does it right. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like every time I try to type it, my brain is like, nope. You have a great day as well, Spidey. Thanks for everybody who came and hung out. Today was kind of a, like I said, maybe not the most stimulating stream ever, but it was there. Sunday, I don't know if I'm gonna play more Stardew Valley. I don't know how stimulating that was. I felt like I did the same thing over and over, but that's what grinding is. So I'll probably play that some more to try to earn money to build my chicken coop. But thank you everybody who came and hung out and played Stream Raiders. Have a fantastic day.